Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you are very well. Let's start our lesson. First of all, today is Sunday. We are on the 20th of September 2020. In our previous classes, we had a revision of previous skills like using the past simple, comparatives, and superlatives. Today, we are going to start a new lesson. First of all, I want you to identify what we are going to have in this lesson. In this class, we are going to 1. Use pictures to make guesses. 2. Discuss the module title. 3. Answer a questionnaire about learning styles. 4. Identify different learning styles. 5. Listen to a specialist talking and complete a dialogue. Now I want you to open your books, page 4 and page 5, and please look at the picture. What can you see in the picture? Can you see a teacher? Girls, boys, students or pupils? What are they doing? Are they learning? Now, what is the title of this module? What is the title? It's starting out. What's the meaning of starting out? Starting out means beginning. Now I want you to go back to your book and look at this before you start. Read this questionnaire and think about your answers. Here we have this word, questionnaire. What's the meaning of a questionnaire? What is the questionnaire? The questionnaire is a set of written questions with a choice of answers to gather information. Here we have an example of a questionnaire. Now, let's go back to the book. Okay, girls, in the questionnaire, you answer in order to give information. And here we have a questionnaire about learning styles. So I want you now to read this questionnaire and answer it. And when you finish, if you find that most of your answers are A, you are an auditory learner. If your answers are mostly B, this means that you are a visual learner. But if your answers are mostly C, you are a kinesthetic learner. Now, let's identify the types of learners. Girls, we have 3 types of learners. 1. Visual learners. Here we have the visual learners. 2. Auditory learners. 3. Kinesthetic learners. What is the difference between these types of learners? Let's find out. Visual learners learn through reading. They focus on details. They find it's difficult to listen to long lectures. Auditory learners learn through listening. They learn well when listening to lectures and presentations. They like talking and discussing rather than writing. Kinesthetic learners. They learn by doing. They are happy when they practice what they are learning. They like working on projects, drawing, and doing things. So, are you a visual learner, auditory learner, or kinesthetic learner? Now I want you to go back to your books. And here, exercise 3, it's a listening exercise. Listen to this specialist and make notes based on the advice corresponding to your learning style. We are going to listen to a specialist talking about the learning styles. He is giving advices about each learning style, and we should write down these advices. I made a dialogue, so this will help you to write down the advices of the 3 learning styles. Here we have the first column, advices for visual learners. Here we have the advices for the auditory learners, and here we have the advices of the kinesthetic learners. I gave you the first advice for each one to help you. Here we have the first advice for the visual learners. See your teachers clearly when they speak. Auditory learners take part in class discussions and presentations. Kinesthetic learners take frequently study breaks at home. So I want you now to listen carefully, and you can replay the video in order to listen very well. Please listen to the specialist and write down the rest of the advices.
Module 1, page 5, exercise 3. If you are a visual learner, it might help you to 1. See your teachers clearly when they speak. 2. Read texts that are clear and colourful. 3. Highlight the important points in a text. If you are an auditory learner, it might help you to 1. Take part in class discussions and presentations. 2. Listen carefully to the dialogues. 3. Read and discuss your idea out loud. If you are a kinesthetic learner, it might help you to 1. Take frequent study breaks at home. 2. Read a lesson quickly before reading it again in detail. 3. Take part in a physical activity while trying to learn something.
Okay, now let's go back to our lesson. So here, let's complete the advices for the visual learners. Read texts that are clear and colorful. Highlight the important points in a text. Advices for the auditory learners. Listen carefully to the dialogues. Read and discuss your ideas out loud. Advices for the kinesthetic learners. Read the lesson quickly before reading it again in detail. Take part in a physical activity while trying to learn something. Now, girls, I want you to do these exercises in your activity book. So I want you to do exercise 1 page 6 and exercise 3 page 7, and we will discuss the answers together later. Thank you for watching.